Forests are a big part of Minecraft's world, but they are a bit boring, and since Mojang's forest update didn't materialize, I decided to try it myself. Today I am going to build Minecraft's best forest. For that I need trees. But which trees? Minecraft has just a few, but in reality there are way more. So let's just build all of them. Since this is a big task, I will split it into a few smaller tasks. Number 1. Finding a list of trees. Luckily, Wikipedia has one. And since no one would watch me build dozens of pine trees, I will limit myself to one per genus. That leaves me with 338 trees in total. Number 2. Find pictures of all trees. Most of these trees have Wikipedia links with pictures, so I easily found pictures for all, or almost all. That one is really bad. Number 3. Design all custom trees. Let's start with a simple one, the birch. There are two important tricks to that. First one is using a reference image, and the second one is treating your blocks more as a palette of colors instead of a representation of materials. So for example, I can use the diorite to represent the color of diorite, so that could work as the branches of the birch tree instead of some kind of stone, which it would represent in the game. Just add as many branches as you think would fit, and now we add some leaves. Don't put leaves everywhere, I want to see the trunk of the tree and also let some light shine through. Don't be afraid to make some corrections or remove a few parts. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be symmetrical. All trees look a little bit different, your custom trees can do the same. That was tree number 1, but a little off-camera building will get us the rest. However, I still have to build them in survival, which means number 4, collecting resources. I need quite a lot, so let's build some farms. You also need leaves, and there is no farm for that. We also need some wool and concrete. Lastly, I need some space to place all those trees. Number 5. Building the trees in survival. So that took 1 month and we have built exactly 0 trees. So let's start with tree number 1, the elder. The trick for custom trees is that you simulate the branches with slabs and fences, and then you place the leaves on them. Pretty easy actually. Tree number 2 is the American beech. And for tree number 3 I use a little trick. We simply use a dirt block, and if we then place candles on top we can break the dirt block and then the candles stay on top of the leaf block. Just a nice little trick which I will use for many of the coming trees. I built the American mountain ash and the apple tree. Then I follow it up with the arbutus. Honestly, building each tree individually would take a lot of editing, and it also would probably make the video unwatchable, so I should start categorizing these trees into groups. The first group is all the trees with colorful leaves, and I will place them here in this area. That is 13 more trees. And I think it turned out amazing. If you're wondering how I decided which trees should have the colorful leaf, it's pretty simple. I looked at exactly one picture per tree, and those that had colored leaves on this picture are now built here. The next category is the really tall ones, and I think I will build it here on that small hill. With that, the tallest trees are done. I built the dawn redwood, the coastal redwood, the giant sequoia, and it is giant, it has the thickest stem of all. Then I have also the oriental cedar and the Douglas fir. However, I noticed I forgot 3 of the trees with colorful leaves, so I have to build them now. I also started to label the trees, so you can actually tell which tree is which one. There are also 2 world downloads in the description. One has my survival world like usually, and one has just all the trees. So if you're interested, you can check that out. The next thing I want to do is fill in this space between 2 areas of trees. Let's start. With those additional 12 trees, it looks even better. The next set of trees are palm trees, which I will build here around this lake. That leaves me with 3 empty areas, where I will place the tropical trees. Those were all the tropical trees. Next are the temperate trees, and I will start with the really colorful ones. These have flowers in various colors, and I will place them here. And now all the other trees. That turned out amazingly. The next category has just 6 trees, the trees that grow in a swamp. This area here seems fine. With that done, I only have to build the savanna trees. Trees in the savanna stand further apart, so I need more space. After this entire biome I will build just 2 more trees, firstly the eucalyptus and secondly the birch, for which I will build this small forest. What's left are these trees. They are more shrubs, but they were on the list, so for the sake of completeness, here they are. Lastly, I will add some final decorations, smooth out the edges, and I'm done. This project turned out larger than originally expected. It covers almost as much ground as the garden around my tower. Next video I will build another statue here to make everything more symmetrical. Till then, have a nice day and goodbye.